Hi, I'm Tom Cochrane. Look for my interview on epiphone.com and Gibson.com.
So, 2010 Olympics. Here you are in Vancouver. You just got in today?
We got in late last night.
Okay.
We did sound check this morning.
Nice. And what are you doing here over these next few days?
We're just taking it in. We're just soaking it all in.
Going to any sports?
The Canadian vibe, and it's good. Yeah, I love the Olympics. I mean, I watch as much of it as I can, whenever I can, whenever they're on, every 4 years. And so it's it's good to be asked here. This is a fun venue. It's Hockey House. And Adams is here Friday night, and Bare Naked Ladies Saturday, and we're here Monday. I think Sam's here later in the week. And we're gonna rock them hard tonight, especially when I put my black 3 pickup Gibson on for Lunatic French.
Oh, nice.
But don't you tell them I said that. It's later in the set.
Okay. Did you bring?
And the ladies hockey team was here. We've done. We did a fundraiser for them up in Huntsville 2 years ago, and we couldn't do the one this year. So they're wonderful ladies and very deserving of their success. And I think they won by 2 unconverted touchdowns today again. So, I mean, their scores have been kind of like football games. You know, but they're pretty spectacular women, and they're all kind of alpha females. So I'm not sure whether they're going to be able to stay right to the end because they got curfew. So some of them might be hanging around and get up for Life's a Highway. But it didn't take too much coercing for them to come out when we played in Huntsville. I think I said, would you like to come out and sing Life's a Highway? And they bolted on stage and knocked all the mics over and pushed me and Jonesy to the back and took charge. They take charge kind of women, which is good. So I'm hoping, I think it's bad luck to kind of speculate they're going to win gold, but I'm hoping they're going to win gold. It was fantastic seeing Billadieu, Alexander the Great, win gold last night. You know what I've noticed though? There's incredible camaraderie this year, even watching NBC, between the Americans and the Canadians. And that's good to see. You know what I mean? Like there's rivalry, of course, but there's a real camaraderie there that I've seen.
So you're performing tonight in Molson Hockey House. Are you doing any other sort of things? I hear there might be some recording. Yeah,
to be honest with you, there's a recording, a charity recording on Thursday. And I'm not sure. I think the focus is really going to be on a lot of the young artists starting out, and a lot of the alt artists, and which I think is good because we'd like to get more of those. Randy Lennox and I, and Bob Ezrin's producing, so he's apparently doing a great job. And it's Kanan's song "Waving Flags," which was brilliant, worked out really well in the Canadian Haiti Relief TV fundraiser a few weeks back. So it's important we don't forget that stuff, and the funds are going to World Vision. I've been to Africa with World Vision 7 times, and Asia a couple of times with them. They do fantastic work. I'm a very staunch supporter of theirs. War Child as well, a very staunch supporter of theirs. And Feed the Children, which is Craig Kalberger's foundation. So look for that, and that'll be out. I think they're going to run, it'll be a single that you can, and Facebook is being involved, so they're going to promote it pretty heavily, and you'll be able to download that. So we're doing that on Thursday. We're doing a bit of a Neil Young tribute with Broken Social Scene, who are good buddies of mine. Kevin Drew asked me to come out, so I said, yeah, I'll come out and do a song.
And play Gibson guitars.
Love Neil, yeah, and I play a Gibson guitar. Love my Gibson, love my Hummingbird. I love probably my prized possession is my 1946 L5.
I've never seen that one yet.
It's a gorgeous guitar.
That would be.
Some of the parts aren't original, but I've got the original parts. But they're it's a beautiful guitar. They just started making them again right at the tail end of the war, so there weren't that many made. I think they made them in '39, and then stopped making them at 40. Started making them again at 46.
So one of the things too is like you're so active in the charity aspects, and I know you've also been doing a lot of producing and developing new artists. Is there any one new artist you might want to talk about? Well,
I'm not involved at all. I'm a consultant.
Okay.
With Andrew Cole.
Yeah.
But Andrew's got a golden throat and pretty pretty darn good songwriter too. There's some really good songs on his new record. So, you know, watch for his stuff. Loves his Gibson guitars as well. What's not to love about Gibson? You know, I mean, they're the original electrics. They're wonderful guitars. As a matter of fact, the L5 I think was the first electric. If I'm not mistaken. I might be wrong. You're gonna have all these aficionados saying no, it's not true. But I think it was the first electric, in the late 30s. And mine actually has a place for the pickup, but the pickup's no longer there. But anyways, back to Andrew. Yeah, he's a wonderful artist. I think so it's fun seeing him kind of, you know, spread his wings and start to fly a bit and making good music and getting this record out.
Because it's been a real artist development story.
Well, yeah, and it's mainly a labor of love for my wife. She manages them, and so it's been good to watch. And you know, I've just basically given them a bit of advice here and there. I wasn't involved in the studio at all. Bill Bell, my good buddy, Bill Bell, who plays with Jason Mraz, who also loves Gibson guitars, plays with Jason, but does a lot of producing. So, and I'm going to be starting. You know, I've been writing some sketches, writing some songs. So hopefully, you know, within this year, I'm going to have a record up.
So we can look for a new Tom Cochrane release.
Yeah, you can.
That's pretty exciting.
Yeah.
So I have a trivia question for you that I'm asking everybody. It's kind of like a poll. We're going to see who's going to maybe get this. Of course, you know, it's Canadian Olympics and hockey. It's their national sport. So, men's gold medal round. Who's it going to be, teams, and what's the final score going to be?
It's going to be Russia and Canada, and I think Canadians are going to succeed over the Russians. If we're talking men's hockey.
Yep, I'm talking men's hockey.
Female hockey, I think it's going to be the Canadians against the Americans again. Although I haven't seen the two. I don't know if they have two divisions there. I know the Russians are in the American division, but Russians are very strong. Malkin, Ovechkin, and Kolachek, and Nabokov, and that is amazing. So a good goaltender in a series like this could be the wild card, and is very important. But they've got tons of firepower. But I think what's going to tip the scale in our favor is just our depth. We've got phenomenal depth in terms of our offense. I mean, again was on the third line. So then the fourth line is Joe Thornton and Marlowe and Heatley, and they're the top scoring line in the league. So it's phenomenal depth. And then we got Pronger and Keith on defense too. Two of those guys. We got Niedermeyer back there. But you know, if our goaltending, the weak point right now is that our goaltending have not been performing that well in the NHL. But you know, maybe they're distracted. Maybe they're thinking about the Olympics. You know,
Luongo, hometown.
Yeah, and he hasn't played in it before.
Yeah.
Fleury has with the juniors, I believe, but Luongo, yeah, they should probably start with her. You know, she'll be right at home here. But enjoyed this chat. It's going to be fun tonight.
Thank you. It's going to be fun.
Taking in the show, right?
You know,
better.
I would not miss it for the world.
It's better.
You know.
Yeah, it's going to be good.